going on, everybody? It's Retro Handhelds 24. Got a a new game and a revisited game that we're gonna look at in the Flip 2. One game I showed off yesterday was the Alien game, the Colonial Marine. Um, Nothing major, but I think I'm gonna drop the res and I'm gonna see if using a different setting will get us like a stable 30. And then later today, if not tomorrow, I'll attempt that game on the portal because I got Fire Elite Team working pretty well on the portal, but I feel like this game is difficult for some reason. So I'm gonna see what I could do about that because I know someone was trying to play it on their portal. I'm not sure if you saw the video. I got Fire Elite Team working just fine, like almost 60 frames a second. Definitely check it out. I mean, that's a great game too. But I do understand that this Alien Colonial Marine is just an awesome game too that, obviously I want to play too, but I want to play it like at least a steady frame pace. But today we're going to start off with not so much playing on the ROG Ally. It's just that if you follow like these types of videos, Retro Game Core, he put up a video not too long ago on grips and stuff. And let me see here. One of the shops he was talking about on his video, I did order the grip for the Mini. So I highly recommend that if you have a Mini. I haven't put my V2 in here, but I figured it would be exactly the same. They make it for the Retroid Pocket 5 too, and it feels just as good. But I got these bad boys today. So these are the Comfort Grip, the travel size ones, so they're slightly smaller. Because again, I have like medium-sized hands. I need Jumbotron or anything like that, but we're gonna see how it feels when we put it on. So I'm gonna take this off. Shouldn't be too hard. This is the Skull and Cold grip, which I think is really good too. The problem is it's just it gives a little grip, but nothing at the bottom. So I'm hoping that that fixes that, and if it doesn't, well, I mean, it is what it is, 20 bucks down the drain. But let's see what we can do. So from what people said online, once they go on, they don't come off. So we're gonna have to make do with that. Move this out of here. And then let's see, so you gotta unclip it and slide it in, theoretically. Okay. Then we're gonna clip it in. Oh my lord. Nope, he was right again. Just the difference between the right side. So if you have big hands, get the Comfort Grip, but this fits my hand perfectly now. Like, and it doesn't seem like it's much. I mean, compared to this, but with the Skull and Cold dock, you still get like the bump, but this is bringing life into this device. Not that, I'm not playing with it. I use this mostly just for our PCS3. I didn't really put many Windows games on here. Because again, even with the Z1 Extreme, you're not going to get the best frame rates. You'll get good frame rates, but if you want to play the game 60 frames a second, 1080p, you're better off just streaming from a computer or a PS5. Wow. Does it stand? Kind of. Well, kind of. And then they got these things on the back, which I guess this would go over here. Then theoretically you could click it. Yeah, like Russ said, I'm probably not gonna use this. I can use the back buttons, but I really don't ever use them. I would like to use these back buttons for okay, let me see. Yeah, I would just use these probably for like shortcuts, or if like you're playing Breath of the Wild, it's good to map like, was it run and jump? to one of these buttons so you can constantly run and look around while you're running and then jump. But this feels amazing. He was at 100% right. 100% right. Like, let me feel the Legion Go. So the Legion Go is, or the Legion Go S is actually skinnier now. So even though you got curved back here, it's like skinnier in a weird way. Not that it's not comfortable, it's still like the most comfortable handheld I ever hold, all in one. But I don't know, those grips really freaking improve the overall feel of the Ally. Like, it's so weird. And like my fingers can reach. I always forget where start is, at the top, and then armor crate, or the little matte one. So let's see. No, it's not a problem. D-pad, not a problem. Yeah, I mean, like, it's hard to explain, but these three fingers can now grip the back, and it fits in your palm. This is a must-buy. If you have ROG Ally X, you need to get these grips, and depending on your hand size, you can get if you have medium-sized hands, this is the travel one. Then the comfort grip is probably like out to here, so it's bigger, so it's even more to hold on to, but this works just fine. Like, I have so much grip right here. You can see my fingers like squeezing it, and my palms are like, it's sturdy in my palms, so it, like, if we were to play like a frames per second, like with good frame rates, this would be the way to go, because you can really grip and like really like take your time and focus on the joysticks, and then getting to the bumpers and the triggers are completely fine as well, especially because you can even click it right here. It's all around. I love the bumpers on this, the micro switches, especially using a mouse and stuff. It's just, I changed the feature on my Legion Go S to the same feature on here. However, it doesn't have nearly as good bumpers, but just because it's just so dang comfortable to do stuff on a computer handheld. But this is awesome. Yeah, this was a definitely great purchase, and it's weird, but I thought there'd be some sort of looseness. There's no looseness. Like, it's on there. I can't move the device. It's stuck on there. And the 3D print, as you can see, like, it's pretty good. Like, I don't know too much about 3D printing, but it's not bad. It's awesome. Like, this feels great. Fantastic. All right, enough of that though. So yeah. So we're gonna be looking at a few things here. We're gonna go over the settings on this game. So just stay tuned for the Portal version, because I'm sure I'll have to set up settings differently. I kind of already tried messing around with it and I couldn't get it to load, so you're gonna have to wait on that one. But if you have a Flip or an RP5 865 chip, these are the settings I'm going to try out today. So we're going to do 800 by 600, 4 by 3. So we're going to lose screen ratio and some resolution will be dropped. But again, we're trying to get more performance. We're going to try VKD 3D, and we're going to just do default and see how that goes. And then for a turn-up driver, we'll use 25.5. And then again, make sure you go into advanced. Sometimes compatibility doesn't work. You have to even drop it to stability, but we're going to try compatibility again so we can get a little more performance. And most importantly, standard old gamepad is mandatory for your controls to work in this game. And then force full screen, especially because we're doing 4x3, so it might still leave some of the screen out, but it'll stretch as much as it can. See, as you can see the mouse. Yeah, so we're going to do like this. But the whole point is to get a better frame rate experience. I'm going to pause it while it loads and I'll hit the lights. Alright, so real quick, I had to change, was it VKD 3D to DXVK to 2.5 because the VK3D did not work. So I'll go over that again after we finish, but we're just going to play a little bit, and that is again if we get to the loading screen, because believe it or not, this game is just super duper difficult and I just can't understand why. And unfortunately we're losing resolution as well as screen ratio, so it is what it is. Oh. Okay. This is a good part. Alright. So right now it's not looking bad. We gained, like, it was in low 30s, we're up to 42, but it's gonna drop because, yeah, there's a bunch of stuff about to happen.
Are you out of your damn mind? Get to the umbilical! The umbilical is unstable,
Oop.
but we can't wait for a bird to evacuate. We're gonna go through it anyway. Explosion left the door. They won't open without authorization. Move community has to run a bypass on the goddamn door, Keith. Weapons hot! Running a bypass.
Oh man, he's so fast. Oh. Lord have mercy. I'm about to die already. Alright, but as you can see, we don't need to play too much. The frame rate still dipped down to 27, 28. I didn't try it with the other settings to see. I just figured dropping the res would help with performance. And again, I don't know what the deal is with this game, because if we go to my settings, like, everything's off. I mean, I don't want to go any lower than this, but all that stuff is off to help with performance.
On the dropship! Watch this! Grenade out!
Grenade out! There goes. Doosh. Oh my god.
You out of your damn mind? Get to the umbilical! The umbilical is unstable, but we can't wait for a bird to evacuate. Gotta go through it anyway. Explosion left the
Is
door.
there like health or something else around here?
Move community has to run a bypass on the goddamn door, Keith. Weapons hot!
Weapons hot.
Running a bypass.
Okay, these guys are gonna come from this side too.
I need 30 seconds!
Oh, get it. Out of here. Just let me get the damn ammo. Should just be automatic. Like, why do I have to look at it and pick it up? There we go. So again, this is like this is on par with, I think, man, if I really want to, I played this on RPS F3. I don't know why I haven't. What am I supposed to do? Something here? He got me. I don't know why I don't just put it on the ROG LIX and just play it that way, because I'm sure I'll get 720 and whatever frame rates it's supposed to be without doing much. But, you know, I don't know the compatibility for that game. But again, we got to play it on the Portal, so there shouldn't be any issues. but it's okay. I'll still work on it, and I'm going to work on it for the Portal 2. The other game we're going to be looking at is going to be Rainbow Six Vegas 2. So I'll go over the settings for this one. We're going to do 720. Turn up driver 25.5. Make sure you cap the memory for. Sometimes if you leave it uncapped, the game will crash or it won't work. We're doing 2.5.2 for DXVK. That you can leave alone. And then we're going to go to advanced. Leave it in. So I tried it in intermediate, worked just fine. We'll try it in performance. So if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But again, here we go. Standard old gamepads. Change it to that. You don't need to set a profile. And I'll pause it while it loads. Okay. So real quick, if you're interested in doing this game on Winlator, you'll have to, I think it's extra. Yeah, and then there's your options, okay? So even though we put it on standard gamepad, you need to go to options and you just need to turn on the controller for 360 again for it to pick it up. But after you do that, like, you can use your controls. So we're just gonna go to story mode, single player, continue. Yeah. Now, I tried it on intermediate. This is the first time we're trying it on performance. So, you know, if we can get fairly good frame rates, then perhaps we can increase the resolution to 1080p. But this is definitely like a frames per second game. And yeah, it's about the same as I was getting before. Even in, well, no, 65, 56. So it's a little bit, yeah, okay. All right, this is still the sweet spot though, I think, because nothing's happening. When stuff starts happening, if I have to start shooting, blowing stuff up or what have you, you know, the frames are gonna dip. So I still recommend 720. Maybe even have to drop it. But these are the settings that are low, but you can see the dude's face, all the details on his gun. You'll have to go into the settings like I showed you and turn stuff off. There's stuff that's not needed, like anti-aliasing, that needs to be off. And it'll tell you like this will increase performance, this will increase performance. And again, make sure it's in performance in your Box 64 preset. My stepson, I asked him, I was like, yo, what was like one of the best games you played, like shooting wise? And he said Rainbow Six. He's in college right now. It's Rainbow Six Siege, which I'll be looking to probably purchase for real. And then he said Rainbow Six Vegas. And so I was like, well, let's do Vegas 2 because it's newer. And because if anybody wants me to, I could get Rainbow Six Vegas 1, but I just opt into the second game. Oh my god, already? What the hell? I never played these games, so you know. Alright, this is more of a stealth game, huh? Alright. Okay. Okay, but how do I zoom in? That's how you zoom in? Okay.
Nice shot. First kill goes to Bishop. Thanks. Guess that means the first round's on you.
This play's pretty fucking awesome though. Look at this, 85, 90. Woo, boy. I mean, this is the best part. Like, I show you guys like what works for me, and then you guys can do your own tweaks, like improve the graphics, find that sweet spot. Wait, how do I stand up again? Oh. He gone. Reload. One more again. Let's get this mother. Okay, so definitely Wait, can I? Okay, hold on. I gotta figure this out. Do I lose my weapon or do I gain? Nope, I lose my weapon, so don't want to do that. But I'm sure I'm gonna run out of ammunition soon, so I'll probably have to change. So yeah, I'm gonna take my time. That's awesome. Those frame rates are awesome. I wasn't expecting to get this much, so this might be like a 1080p game. Oh, it's okay, buddy. You're fine.
We need reinforcements now.
Oh, that's not good. Got him. Okay. All right. I'm not gonna play too much of it. Just wanted to show off that what it would be like on under those settings. But we were getting pretty good frame rates. Now, if you want, I mean, since it's like kind of a slower paced game, it's like stealthy. We could do 1080p and see how that goes. With my settings in the game, it's set to low, so maybe we'll get like 50 frames a second with 1080p. But we'll see. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you guys. In the game settings too, you want to make sure that you look at the video settings. I'll go over it, because you can do a setting by, it'll just default to 4:3, and then in Winlator we'll stretch it, but you could do 16:9 after you get into the game. So, and remember with the controls, it's in extras. So options, and then right trigger, video. So resolution right now is at 1280 by 720. We click it, and then we have it set to 19 by 1080, but we also have it in Winlator as well. Take effect, and then right here. So by default it'd be 4:3, and you even can do 16:10, which is cool. So we're gonna do 16:9. Take effect, and then there's other stuff here, very low, like I wish I could turn it off, but it seems like I can't. And I just turned the brightness up a little bit. Let me make sure that it's saved that, because I don't trust it. Alright, back, cool. And we'll see where we are with frame rates. I'm expecting like, I would say 40s. Okay, so we're doing better than I expected. Okay, wow. So 1080p and then 1080p in the game, performance mode, and we're still just getting under, it looks like 60 frames a second.
Novak, will you press me? We can take a tank behind We need reinforcements now.
This is a game that you don't want. I don't know if you want to play this on that Retroid Pocket 5 or even the Flip, because it's really precise. Like, you gotta get in there. climb. I'm probably gonna have to pick up weapons soon. Yeah, so it's some dips, but we're still at. Can I not go upstairs? Oh, I tell these guys what to do. Okay. How do I run? No. Oh, LB. Okay. That's kind of comfortable. Oh, stupid mistake. Take him out. Do the work. Oh, what? This isn't. Okay, we'll rock this. Is there anything else in here? And then I gotta go to options and then I thought 8 would be good. I was wrong. You're gonna need 10. I don't know what the mouse sensitivity is, but we're not gonna worry about that. It's better. It's playable. Okay. Focus. How do we crouch? No. There we go. Look at that, 90 frames. Oh my god, this game's playing really well. Oh my god.
Great. But remember what I taught you. Every action has a consequence. Don't rely on your gut feeling. Think.
Yeah, this is not the game to like balls to the walls, huh? Okay. And up we go. Okay. Run, run, run. Wait, nope. Run, run, run. Alright. I'm gonna stop. Sorry, been almost 30 minutes. But the frame rates were really good. They climb some dips, but for the most part, it's like above 60. It's crazy. And it's at 1080p, and then you go into settings, 1080p again, and then 16:9. Make sure in the settings too that you have the Xbox controller to be on, so it picks up your controls, as well as use old gamepad in the menu. So once again, the settings are going to be 1080, turn up driver, was it 25? Yeah, 25, max memory, 4 gigs, and then DXVK, I just use 2.5.2, works just fine. And then advanced, we're going to go to performance, profile none, standard old gamepads, make sure the preferred input API is on auto, force full screen, but then the additional steps are in the settings, and which is in extras. You go to extras, options, turn on controller for the Xbox, and then go to the video, make sure it's 16:9 at 1080p because it'll default to 720, just be wasting energy. And then you're good to go. Like, the game plays very well, so I was surprised. I'm gonna try to get Rainbow Six Siege at some point, and then I'll throw it on here, if not the Portal. And then with the Portal, I'm gonna work on the Alien game, Colonial Marines, see if I could get that working. But if I don't do it today, it'll be tomorrow or sometime this week. But that's gonna be it for right now. So thank you again so much for watching. You guys have a great rest of your day. Take care.